Hey everybody, welcome back to Mystic Law Tarot. I'm Lauren. We're going to do a Libra love reading today. We're going to see how you feel about your person, how your person is feeling towards you or about you, the bridge that connects you two, or how you two are connected, the best possible scenario if you work towards it, the worst possible scenario, and some advice. We are also going to get some love cards from our Love Oracle deck. And last but not least, a oracle card from our Halloween oracle deck. All right, Libra, let's get into it. All right, you, them, bridge, better, worse, advice. All right, and we'll get some clarification at the end as well. We've got the Three of Swords at the bottom of the deck. So as the overall theme for the reading, it's really just about emotions and not necessarily heartbreak, but some lessons potentially in love. Okay, so how you're feeling about your person is the Page of Wands. That can mean that you are... The Page of Wands represents a younger fire energy, meaning that this could be you are kind of just starting to gain a little bit of confidence in going towards something that's very exciting for you. And then your person's feelings, we've got the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. So your person's, I don't think your person is very happy right now, but that doesn't mean that's necessarily towards you. This is your energy and their energy. We'll get more on that as well. And then the best possible scenario, we have the Devil card. And this can really, so the Devil, it's not necessarily an evil card. Every card has something good and something bad about it. But what this represents is codependent attachments, addictions, going towards things that maybe are not good for you, but at the same time, this can also represent needing to, I guess, break out of a very strict way of being and go for the things that light your fire, you know? Because the worst case scenario, we've got the Eight of Swords, and this is keeping yourself stuck. And your advice here is the King of Cups in reverse. I'm thinking because of the idea that that this is maybe still kind of a budding something, that your advice is to just continue with where you're at. This is maybe someone you work with, because we've got the King of Pentacles as the bridge that connects you. So this could be someone you met at work. This could be somebody that you just have a really good working relationship with. You guys are good in a team, whether that's at work or at school or what have you. All right, we're gonna get some clarification on these. Ooh, not yet. All right, so let's get some clarification on this Page of Wands. How is our Libra feeling about our person? Five of Swords. It came out sideways though. So, and again, with that Three of Swords at the very bottom of the deck, it seems like that's probably the energy that you're coming out of. Your person maybe too, but with the Five of Swords clarifying the Page of Wands, that makes me think that because you are coming out of that painful something, that was probably just recently happened, or you feel like at this point you've kind of put the Five of Swords aside enough so that you can start to have this little bit of excitement towards this person. Let's get one more on this Five of Swords for our person, please. Ooh. Yeah, Eight of Pentacles coming out following the Five of Swords. Eight of Pentacles represents working towards a goal. So after some struggle, you're still brave enough to go towards, which is really great. And you're working hard towards that. And again, with the King of Pentacles in the center, I'm thinking y'all work together or something. Eight of Cups. Okay, so your person is walking away from something painful. All right, so the Nine of Cups represents wish fulfillment. So even though they're really struggling right now as far as the Ten of Pentacles in reverse and the Eight of Cups, like they're feeling like their environment or their finances or their wealth or abundance just aren't there and they're hurting, but they do see you as wish fulfillment. They're still hopeful. That's really great. Let's get some clarification on how these two know each other. I love it when they just come right out. Okay, so the Temperance card and the Moon card popped out when I was asking how y'all knew each other or clarification on this King of Pentacles. The Temperance card is about balance. It's about, but in a much deeper sense, in the sense that you're balancing your conscious mind and your subconscious mind and your emotions and the big ideas that you have and the real world. And if you can see in this card, she is, and again, don't pay attention to genders. Everybody's got equal energies, you know. They just come out stronger sometimes in other people. Or hopefully you know what I'm trying to say, sorry. But what I was trying to say, sorry, was that what she's doing is pouring cup from her bottom cup to the upper cup. So like, even though it's balanced and it looks simple, like it's not. This is something that truly takes a lot of concentration. But also if you notice the butterflies in the background, that is representative of transformation. So not only are they connected well, as they meaning they're conscious and like, sorry, I'm having trouble wording today. They're very balanced inward as well as outward. And a lot of transformation has happened, but also resiliency. If you notice the lotus flowers in the water, lotus flowers are, there's so many amazing things about lotus flowers, but a big point for lotus flowers is that they can grow out of the thickest mud. The deeper the mud, the bigger the flower, you know, so they can grow in the crappiest of conditions. The moon we have here as well. The moon can represent a lot of different things, but in this scenario, I'm thinking that you guys have a very deep emotional connection. And that you're trying to, so you both are trying to balance some kind of emotional imbalance here, which makes sense. Your person is walking away from something sad with this Eight of Cups here. You are walking away from this Five of Swords and actually working on building a better future for yourself. So that's a big connection, and that's great, because if one person's working on something but the other isn't, that's not going to balance things. And Libras would know very well about balancing because they are the scales. Okay, and then let's get some, what's this Devil in the best case scenario position, please? The Strength card. It's having strength to be authentically yourself, no matter how weird that might be in the terms of our society. The Devil is about acknowledging all sides of you and loving all sides of you, because this devil aspect of yourself that you're maybe not showing, or maybe y'all both aren't showing, is what's going to, so of course you need to have strength to be your authentic self. I totally understand that. But even if it's just a little tiny bit, you start building that strength up more and more. So that's exciting. All right, worst case scenario, we've got the Eight of Swords. How can we avoid the worst case scenario for our Libras? The Chariot, action, moving forward. This doesn't need to be super fast movement. I know their horses are just blazing through. It's also about having confidence that you do know the way to go, and that movement is going to unstuck you. So, and again, it doesn't look like you're entirely stuck. You're working on things, moving forward. So just continue to do that. That's great. Let's get some love cards. We'll see what your person isn't saying to you. All right, what does our Libra need to know from their person? Whoa. What's the best advice we can give our Libras? Higher commitment, eternity, partnership and union, completion, engagement ring. So maybe some of you are thinking about, because you're both working on tempering everything, that's a really good sign of long-term. Being able to work through difficult scenarios is like, gosh, the word I'm looking for is a non-negotiable. You know, you need to be able to do that. So yeah, you guys might be in separation right now. Let's see, what else do we need to know? Mirror. Yeah, you guys are mirroring each other, meaning if you show a little bit of nervousness, they might also, but this could also just be reflective, no pun intended, reflective of the introspection that y'all are doing, working on some inner wounds. I promise you there are terrible cards in this deck too, but we just keep getting good ones for you. Excuse me. So soulmates, soul connection, partnership, soul contract, life partner. This person very much sees you in their life in the future. Hammer, sabotage and rebuild, persistence, working on it, repairing. And I didn't notice this before, but there's actually a ring in this card, which is just funny because we had the engagement ring pop out just before. But it's potential that there is a potential that either one of you had some self-sabo in this relationship, which, you know, it happens. We get wounded, and that's what our subconscious or conscious even tells us, that, you know, that's what we have to do to make ourselves safe. But in reality, that's not always the case. It's hard to tell though. I get it. Any last words our person wants to tell our Libra? Teddy bear and Cupid's arrow. Teddy bear says, interested in you, blooming romance, flirting, want to date. Cupid's arrow, have faith, love is coming, surprise invitation, struck by love. That's very exciting. I'm thinking that you are kind of having that idea, because again, as your feelings is the Page of Wands, that's a new idea. That's like, not a new idea, but like the beginning of something. Maybe there's some flirtations coming in. It's always good to start things off slowly when there's this much work happening. You don't necessarily have all the mental capacity to make things like go, go, go. You know, you still have to make sure that you are, you know, making sure you have room in your life for this type of person emotionally. That is great. I'm really happy. Y'all are just continuing to work and work and work. Sorry, I haven't seen all the cards in this deck yet, so some of them just catch me by surprise. All right, let's close out this reading with an oracle deck here, or an oracle card from our Halloween oracle deck. All right, what can our Librans leave with today? Best message for our Librans. Okay, we got spider, community and web weaving. The spider is actually a really good card. It represents like weaving a web of community, which is kind of, I'll just read this to you. Okay, so the spider, community and web weaving. She spins her silk alone in the dark with hope of collection. Sticky with dreams, weaving the worlds, a wide web of connection. Masses of sticky spider webs make Halloween decorations complete. The idea of a haunted house covered in artwork of a big hairy spider is classic horror. Even those of us who appreciate our eight-legged friends still hurriedly brush off those stealthy webs if we run into them in the dark. That's quite an uncomfortable feeling. In Oregon, I walk into spider webs quite frequently. I'm pretty sure I got into my car and sat into one for the first time like a couple days ago. Loved it. Okay, sorry, squirrel. Okay, so some cultures, though, revere the spider in very positive ways. In many Native American traditions, for example, the spider is the creature that gives birth to all other animals and sustains the web of life. The goddess spider grandmother, and there's also a spider woman, is a key deity that brings wisdom, safety, and communication to all the tribes. She created and wove all the stars in the sky and makes soft webs for those that are troubled to rest upon and be supported by. Spiders' webs can be seen as a symbol of connection, not necessarily entrapment. There is a fine line sometimes between a family or community supporting us and controlling us. This card looks at this discernment. It also suggests that you review the way you communicate with the wider community at work or generally with others and take steps to improve this or to do it slightly differently. It also indicates that there needs to be a balance between what you do for yourself and what you do for others. If we give too much to the outside, our strength diminishes and we cannot weave the supporting web for ourselves. Remember, always put your oxygen mask on before others. And I do hope this helped. If anything resonated, please let me know. I can also give you a free personal reading. We can do an extended of this one or something completely different. And I hope you have an absolutely fantastic day. Yeah, take care. Bye-bye.